Jamaicans, I just want to say thank you to the world for helping us to rebuild our country. Jiggy jiggy and march, march. But make we dance with it now. Come make we march, all Jamaicans. We are one big family. Time come for deliverance, so make we march in unity. Whether PNP or labor rights, our God loves all of we. We are marching on to progress. Jam down and we all are we. Everything Melissa broke down, we are gonna build back. We are gonna build back better than before. Every house we broke down, we are gonna build back. 'Cause our God have blessings in store. Time come to rebuild together. 'Cause Jamaica is our home. We are stepping out of darkness into the light. We're gonna build stronger roof and door.
Good evening, Liberites, and good evening to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive. Good evening, my people. Good evening, whirlers. Now, guys, we're going to get into some debate this evening as it relates to, the People's National Criminal Organization. We know it is a criminal enterprise, but, it is disguising as a political movement. And, we have to talk about these things. The PNP have had Prime Minister, while the JLP have not yet. Although they had a female Prime Minister, it was the men in the PNP that rip her to shreds and dash her out of the party. So we're going to analyze, some things this evening as it relates to the People's National Criminal Organization. So let's roll out the evening shout outs, my people, and then let's get into the topic at hand. We have a clip from Cliff Hughes, so we're going to play that, and we will break it down, and I will do my commentary after that. See? So Beverly, big up yourself. Jakey, big up yourself. Arlene, big up. Mama Winsome, good evening. Hava, good evening. Monica, big up yourself. Michelle Thousand. Oh, you did there a long time, I don't see you. Good evening. Melody, big up yourself. Caroline, big up. Andrew, big up yourself. There's 33 of us thus far, my people. See if you can get me to at least 30 thumbs up. Hit the 3 dots in the right corner of the screen. Hit the thumbs up button or double tap the phone screen. To like the live. Pardon. I beg on a pardon. Please subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. See? K876JK, big up yourself. So let's go to the clip of Cliff Hughes, my people. Listen to this.
I didn't understand that.
Member of Parliament for West St. Mary, the
Big up in a
PNP's
Winsome
Julian
Radcliffe.
Silvera, was sentenced to 20 years and 10 months in prison for killing his wife. He was found guilty. He not found guilty. He pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Yeah. And that was all the rage last Friday. Well, issues to do with whether the DPP got it right in accepting the plea. That has been a talking point for some time.
Big up Cherryberry.
I have been watching and listening to the views, and I see some people in the chat. Yeah. I think Mr. Silvera was served well by his lawyers led by King's Counsel Peter Champagny. Whatever Peter charged him, he should pay. They did him very well. Yeah? And you have lawyers and you have lawyers, you know. You have some damn good lawyers and you have some pian lawyers. Peter Champagny is a damn good lawyer. But in all of this, you know, we must remember Melissa and Julian's boys, the children, who will have to live virtually every day with this. So after we cuss and debate and whatever, remember those boys, those young boys, without their parents. As they get older, they will have to come to grips with what happened that night in their home. And the DPP will tell you that it's one of the reasons why she decided to accept the plea, because she wasn't prepared to stomach having to put those boys on the witness stand and what that would do to them.
No go so Cliff.
That's an argument.
No go so Cliff.
At the same time, what we learned about the ballistics testing and results and the pathologist's report, you would have to balance all of that. And depending on where you come down on your prospects, I can see some other lawyer saying, I would take my chances in putting that case to a jury. Yeah, I can see that. I can hear that. While others will err on the side of caution, that I end up with 20 years as against the prospect of him walking.
Me don't think that walk, he don't get something. Caitlin, big up yourself. Jacqueline, big up. Melody. Corinne, big up yourself. Cindy, big up yourself. Rosemary, big up yourself.
So that's how the law is, right? That's how it is. Fox, good morning.
Morning,
Good morning, sir.
how you doing, my brethren?
I am fine.
Yes, you sound calm this morning, my brethren. You sound very calm. Yes, but, my brethren, you know, it's so coincident. Yesterday I was talking to a Cuban, you know. And, you know, to my surprise, that you, all of what George have said and you have outlined this morning, he mentioned it.
Big up Marcia.
Where the Cuban work and the agreement between the government of Jamaica and the government of Cuba for the doctors to be paid. But I hear you say it's a 50 years agreement that he used.
Started from 1976.
So my brother, I use the thing for pencil out right now because look, a agreement, Mr. Hughes, and when you sign an agreement, you know, there's nothing much I see the government of Jamaica can do. And remember Cuba now, you know. Cuba is one of those countries, is one of these we call it dictatorship communist country, you know, my brethren.
Big up Father Victor.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
So they would like to talk about these things, but it's not in their thing to talk about it. You have to just live with it. So I don't know much the government of Jamaica. You're calling upon it to hear how long they know this, how long this been going on and thing. But then just have to just live with it that you use are the country laws and policy that you know.
Yeah, I don't think we just have to live with it because Jamaica could oppose it, as it did, as we're learning from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 2023. They did oppose it.
Yeah.
And they had very good grounds on which to oppose it. It is against the laws of Jamaica. It is against the International Labour Organization Convention. Yeah. That is well known. You can't do that. So they could have opposed it. And that is why I asked the question, when did they know? When did they first become aware? And what did they do? Yeah. Because in 2023, they didn't know before?
Of course they know, but as I said, my brethren, you have to remember, Cuba is a tight country then. You're not our them say goes, you know, my brethren.
No.
No, and be honest with you, you say no. Be honest with you, these are the things. When I was talking to a Cuban yesterday, in person, he said these are some of the things that Donald Trump is trying to stop, my brethren.
Yes, and that is why.
Surprise, to my surprise, as a citizen of Cuba, he was saying that he's well in line with what Trump is saying.
And on this matter, as I said this morning, Trump has to be given the credit.
Aye, if you're nearby, you see me, brethren, you are sorry, beer, you know. No, you're right.
No, Trump has to be given credit because we first heard about this from the Trump administration. Something is wrong here. They said something is wrong here. This is human trafficking. Yeah?
Yes.
And that was last year, the year before. Yes.
You're so right, man. So when I hear the Cuban talk, then I say, but let the bag of nice we are make up. And it now paint the opposition now, the PNP that is, to make it look like say, oh, Andrew Wallace bow to Trump.
Yeah.
By discontinue.
They need to answer simple question.
They who? The
PNP. Yes, and Donna Scott Motley. A simple question. Were you aware of the payment arrangements? Were you aware that the Cuban doctors and nurses who come here had their social movement and relations restricted to the point where their passports were held by the Cuban government? Were you aware? And would you, if you were aware, would you continue to support?
Yes.
It's simple. Would you be prepared to have our Jamaican farm workers who go to Canada and the US, suffer similar arrangements? Yeah?
Well, it used to be like that for the farm workers to that use.
What?
Used to, where they work and then the farm workers never used to get them full payment. It used to be like that.
What were the deductions made?
I think they hold it until
No. There were certain deductions that were held, like you would have for any employee in Jamaica, where they paid certain deductions, whether for health, insurance, whatever the case may be, but not to the point where you are going to take up to 75% of the people in money.
No, not so much.
No, sir.
Not so much. Anyway, may I move on?
All right, good.
I don't know, Mr. Yu, if you've been watching the Parliament of lately. All of the little committees, them and say. I don't know. The PNP now, my brother, have reduced to a system as if, you know, like when you're there with a woman that you use, and she leave you're there with her for a good length of time. And the woman leave you and you start hear yourself in the house. You don't have a looking at the kitchen, you see the woman, she not there no more, she just walk out and leave you. That is the moment that you use as a man for you slow down. Calm down and start looking at yourself and say,
Anderson, big up yourself. Sophia, good evening to my beautiful wife. Good evening, baby. And Yugita, big up yourself. Diana, good evening.
How can I get this right? How can I do this right? In other words, to get back a new woman and start over again. My brother, the Parliament is a mess. Neither you. I don't know. These opposition member of parliament, I don't know if they read the parliamentary conduct, the code of conduct, to know to conduct themselves. I don't know.
Give me an example of what you're talking
For
about.
example, I see Richard Hassan asking Nesta some questions. And this lady from St. James, Nikisha Bertel, was just in at the mic. You can hardly hear what Richard Hassan is acting. She's acting the same question. She's directing Richard Hassan. I mean, Nesta was so confused. I mean, then again, Damian Crawford and the education minister. One heap of corrosion, one length of time take up almost the whole scene. Now what's the full thing? Warmington has to tell Damian Crawford, say, no man, you overdoing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear Ricardo saying, said Crawford have lately shaping up himself to be a leader. But not so, Mr. Crawford. You can't have a coffee and throw it away. Cool it down, man.
All right, sir. Okay. Take care, Fox. No, man. I have other people waiting, Fox. Huh?
Later, my brother.
All right, cool. Time for the break.
So before Cliff come back, my people, let me just say this. And the whole Jamaica see this. You know, the behavior of the PNP as of lately have been very disgusting, to say the least. Ralph, big up yourself. Arnold, big up yourself as well. On many occasions, you guys would have heard me say that the PNP in its current form, you know, is, I don't know how to describe them, but them very vulgar, them very boisterous. You know, they are sulking, or they're sulking from defeat, my people. You know, because you have to remember, say, a 5 time now we lick them in a bunker. You know, 2 local and 3 general. You know, and we are going to make 3 local soon. So, you know, we can't look out for them start getting violent anytime soon. Because that is the behavior of the PNP. Now, somebody, after posting something on Facebook today, somebody commented that, you know, it was the JLP and the CIA that brought guns into Jamaica. So I commented and I said that Jamaica Labour Party ruled in the 60s and there were no political violence. See? Jamaica Labour Party ruled in the 80s and they managed to get political violence and murders under control in the 80s. See? So where is the anomaly? Which decade you find political violence and who was at the helm? It is as there. When Michael Manley was there, political violence got out of control and guns got out of control because he's the one who was the orchestrator of it. It is clear as day. I don't know how PNP read the CIA files and say a labor right did cause a problem. When the CIA files clearly said both party was involved in political malice, but it is the PNP who was in government at the time, who had control of the military, had control of the police. See? And the Teachers Association and many other things. It was them that brought in the guns. Everybody turned a blind eye and watch the guns them come in. Labour Right, who was in opposition at the time, had it not been for the CIA, no Labour Right would have left in Jamaica. Everyone would have dead. Because and we in a government, we not on control of what flow through the country during that time in the 70s. So it could not have been us that brought in the guns. It's clear and plain and simple as that. So anybody where I think otherwise, is it that they mentally retarded or something? It was the PNP that was in government. They had control of the ports. They had control of the military. They had control of the police. And that is when the gun come in. If I never see IA come give a look a gun, the whole are we dead. As Labour Right. If we defend ourselves, it was in self-defense. PNP did not kill Labour Right. Labour Right used to afraid. Big up yourself, lifestyle. Monica, good evening. Now, why me have this brother on screen, my people? Time and time again, we see the PNP party in domestic dispute. Now, we saw George Wright, look Mali happen several years ago, and the PNP, them up in arms, and then carry on. Them carry on for months and years and days and weeks. Then carry on. Michael Phillips, it was brought to my understanding that Michael Phillips used a gun to butt his wife, you know, and I believe that that case is still in court. I'm not sure, you know, that I was told. Natalie Nita Gavia, I'm told, box down either a man or some man at one gas station. This is a member of parliament. Fitz Jackson, I was told, broke his son hand because him did a beat his wife and his son a try to stop him. And him broke his son hand. Fitz Jackson. See? Dan, that are the deputy mayor down at Savlamar. Boxing wife in her face so hard. She deaf in one of her ears them today. One side of her ears them disconnected the box when gear. See? Jail and Sylvia would come later and killing wife. Just last month, we had a pastor, a PNP pastor man. I can't remember for Canada or America in there, but in killing wife too. See? That was a PNP man. See? Now, I have a piece of document here. I'm going to tell you what they're funny. See? Tyrone Guthrie. Anybody know of Tyrone Guthrie? Tyrone Guthrie is a People's National Party councillor caretaker for the Friendship Division in Westmoreland. See? Tyrone Guthrie charged with rape and abduction of a 16-year-old girl in 2023. See? That is a PNP. I wouldn't really see none of the news media them carry that. Right? The party removed him as a candidate after the allegation, my people. So Tyrone Guthrie, who was the caretaker for the Friendship Division in Westmoreland, charged with rape and abduction of a 16-year-old girl. Right? Ocean Gale, a PNP councillor candidate in St. Elizabeth, charged with assault occasioning bodily harm after allegedly hitting his pregnant partner during a dispute in 2023. I want to see that in the media either. The case was later dismissed when the complainant declined to continue the case. See? So, Ocean Gale, who was arrested and charged for, assaulting, occasioning bodily harm, but woman end up on nobody going on courthouse, so then dash out the case. One charge for rape. And here we are again. A former PNP MP candidate arrested for domestic battery, with children present. I we see DUJON'S beat one man down at Westmoreland one day. So what is it? And this is where, this is why me tell you all the way, so the PNP is a criminal enterprise, and that is why you see for years crime and violence couldn't stop in Jamaica. You didn't know, say, when the PNP was in government, me go get the numbers for no, but I reading it, but there was a certain amount of females that used to die on a monthly basis from domestic dispute in the PNP government. See, and leading up to the Andrew Holness government. And it is Andrew Holness that come and start to take these things seriously. Back in the day when your man fight and you go to a station, the police then tell us go on home back to you, man. And only when Andrew Holness then come now, they start take them things seriously and police start take them something seriously. It never used to take serious under a PNP. So no wonder crime and violence was out of control because everybody in a PNP is a wrong. Everybody in a PNP is a wrong hand. It is filled with criminals. Triple X. You remember when Triple X did the nationwide and then throw him off for beating woman too? He box down in baby mother. After he got teeth, crab leg, and then give him a chance. He got box down in baby mother again. A ring woman. It's absolute disgrace that these people can come before us, telling the Jamaican people that they can do better for we. How they can do better when there's so much nastiness happening in the party? Right now, I'm not ask Christ, if tomorrow a JLP MP was to I remember George Wright never charged for nothing. George Wright never charged for nothing and then throw George Wright out of the party. So I am certain if somebody else's name was to be called tomorrow in some kind of this domestic disturbance, Andrew would remove them. Not Mark Golding. And these are the people that people are saying have integrity. Good evening to my beautiful mother-in-law. Good evening, mommy. The PNP is tantamount to either the Mexican cartel or the Italian mafia. Me can't tell you, I see one of them over Facebook. It seems as if him and Bounty Killer related or something. Threaten me. Say how, and I know first him do it in coming in my inbox already. Go and tell me if it's suck my mother and this and that and right there. But, and I like a one time, yeah man, we are bad man and everybody afraid. Everybody bad now, everybody can do things. See? So we're not afraid of people. Right? I just decide them people. Right? The PNP and their supporters, they don't like to hear the truth. And when you come to talk the truth, them upset. I mean, I not expose them, Me not expose them. The PNP is a criminal enterprise. It is a criminal, it is a mafia. See? And not only that it is a mafia, it is also a cult. See? A cult of personality. I believe that Michael Manley is still the leader of the cult. Me see one of them today say, Michael Manley bring literacy to Jamaica. So my question to the elder them now, we born before Michael Manley was Prime Minister. Only never did go to school before Michael Manley. And you could read, none could read before Michael Manley come be Prime Minister. Because they say Michael Manley bring literacy to Jamaica, So if you go to school before 1972, see, you could read and you go to school. Then how comes Michael Manley bring literacy to Jamaica? In a better if the argument say, boy, Michael Manley come and Michael Manley broaden the thing so more people can get literate. Michael Manley bring Jamal come give them. And none of them no go. Matter of fact, PNP Pitney only go to school back in the time there. Forget the milk powder and them little thing there. It look like a that happen. So I say, I know say new Chibula milk coming at Edward Siaga time. But the PNP Pitney they go to school for that too, cause look like they learn nothing. And most of them when I see attack me on Facebook, they can't even spell. They can't use grammar, nothing. These are the kind of people that the PNP attract. People who are abusers. People who abuse their power. Your greatest power lies within your restraint. See? So you see if you can wield power and you can have restraint. When you look at Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is a beam. He's a shining example of a powerful man. But he has restraint. The PNP is a dog shit party, my people. It's a big shit house. You know, big hog pen. Anything we think, you know, smell like a dump. That is what the PNP is. And it needs reform. And you know, sometimes when time I come and the PNP need reform, I see labor right a complaint say, when me I tell PNP if you do cause through them afraid say if PNP reform, JLP are gonna lose the election. JLP not lose the election because we are do a good job. See? So no need to calm on yourself down. We need them for reform and we need them to do the right thing because one day, me no naive and me know say one day them will come back to power. I know it. So, if you want to sit down and ask for reform and ask for change from them, you don't know what got them. Jamaica will go right back to where we are coming from because we see them people and nothing for offer to it. We see it. But if people them way I vote for them, they not so bright. They not so cognitively inclined, but they not feel for vote. The one them have sense and bright, them now them sit down in their yard and vote. But you see one them we are idiot, we not even know what them a vote for. Them now feel for vote. So at any time, because of that, the PNP can come back. Mary, big up yourself. Winford, big up. Chantal, big up yourself. Chosen General, big up yourself, my boss. And that is the honest to God truth. So, all the way as Jamaicans, make it a point of our duty to ask them for change. You know, because we see a cartoon thing and a puppy show thing, you know. Only just imagine if they did win. We wouldn't have no serious government in Jamaica. And all of the gains where the JLP made over the last 10 years. A month it take, you know. It take years to reach over there, you know. But a month it take. Forget eroded. I remember as I tell you. You see how fast Michael Manny wreck the economy? In a 1 year, Michael Manny wreck the economy. 1 year. I posted a picture of Michael Manley and Edward Siaga. And I asked in that question, you know, which one did the most for Jamaica? You know, so far, Papa Eddie a win, but, you know, when the PNP them come, them argue all kind of things about CIA and all of that. I asked a simple question, you know, which one did the most for Jamaica? Eh? Which one did the most for Jamaica? All you have to do is tell me what Michael Manley do and tell me what Edward Siaga do. Tell me about CIA. What that have to do with me? Any question me ask? Are you saying that Michael Manley did not do a good job because CIA sabotaged him? CIA was working against him, yes. They did try to sabotage him. They did. But Michael Manley was to lead and lead from the front and do what is best for his people and not follow behind Fidel Castro Fractal. That is what he should have not have done. See? When you are elected to lead your people, you can't lead with your ideology or you can't lead with your religion. And not everybody are going to subscribe to your ideology and everybody are going to subscribe to your religion. You have to know that as a leader. And when you're a leader, you have to adjust. If you see a Rasta, you have to know with the Rasta, because Rasta got burn fire upon Christian. See? And if you buck a atheist, or a God, or even a devil worshipper, you have to adjust. That is what a leader does. See? Sylvan, big up yourself, Sylvan. Says some of these reactors need to get their facts together before running out with false allegations. PNP no care about them, there's something there. Whether I fall, as a matter of fact, them like false things. You know, the false are the news I better for PNP because they're a propaganda party. And thank God for the media and the internet now. Them propaganda work for a long time when they had control of the print media. You know, it can't work power today because we have information our fingertip now where we can go find things and find the right thing and can show people. The PNP is packed with woman beaters. They are misogynistic. They are prejudiced. You know, them selfish, them corrupt, and the PNP, dare I say, it is now filled with all kind of mer fish and mer something. Yeah, in the mer shark, mer jackass, mer dog, mer jankro, mer everything in a PNP right now. See, as a matter of fact, it is Mark Golding and Angela Brownberg that opened the PNP to all kind of mer. See? So, for all who don't know, Angela Brownberg, kept the first gay pride event in Jamaica. And you can go Google that. Angela Brownberg was the mayor of Kingston when she kept the first gay pride event back by Mark Golding, by the way. Mark Golding fully endorsed it at the time. Mark Golding strike me as a gay homosexual still, Me know no see me with Sanjay picking them, but if you know watching action them closely, you know see say he move kind of gay homosexualish, I don't know my people. I don't know what to tell you. The PNP in its current form need to change, and it need to change because Jamaica have made a lot of gains in the past 10 years. And if the PNP should gain power and then a change, all of that gain will be eroded. We don't want a country like that. I am prepared to hold them to the fire. And if we should lose political power and they return, I will still blog and I will still point out their shortcomings, and I will continue to blog for my party, which is the Jamaica Labour Party. But as another thing as well, I want to point out, my people. When you look into this, I sit here and I blog, and my signature is a green hat. And I had a gentle PNP man on Facebook complaining that I am a biased blogger. No, I had to ask him, sir, say, may I wear a green hat? And whatever I blog about is in defense of the Jamaica Labour Party. Because that is the true party, that is the real party, that is the party with the facts, it's the party with the work. It's the party that built Jamaica. So, me ask him, me say, when you go over PNP, blogger them not bias. I'll know you can't answer me, my people. When you go over PNP platform, when you go over Angelian Shevens, and you go over Ange Brian, and you go over where look at Gremlin man name. Look at ugly Gremlin man. Derval and when you go over, we don't know. Whole heap of them over there. Mama Hag and the rest of them. When you go over them platform, them no bias. Whatever them say, it is in defense of their party. I point out information. As a matter of fact, me are one of the bloggers them where, give the most information. That is what my platform is built on. Giving actual factual information. Me not just get up and just run my beak. Me do research. I'm go and research things and I carry come show you and I can tell you where I get it. See? And I can tell you my source so you can go check it for yourself. That is what I do. So when you say me bias, I think you might be biased. You're biased towards PNP. I'm telling you something again, labor rights. Anytime you encounter a person, and the person said to you, say, boy, the two party them I see, that is an embarrassed PNP. And when you buck up somebody else and then say, boy, me and none of them, me and none of them, but that is also an embarrassed PNP. See? Had the PNP been in power, those persons who is telling you that they are none of them, and they would be so proud to tell you that they're a comrade and they're a PNP. You know, this is why, you know, we, the bloggers, you know, me can tell about me and certain people who I'm associated with, who tend to disseminate information. The two parties not the same. Carla or Carly, you know, the PNP is a way better party than the PNP. The PNP is a ghetto party. The PNP is a party that try to hold down the country and hold down the people and step on the people them neck because they want if you come beg them. You know, the JLP is a serious movement, a movement that, you know, want to see the country grow and understand about the economics and the business of the country. You know, PNP not care about that. PNP care about sweet talk. A sweet talk Michael Manley use. Michael Manley not do a goddamn thing for Jamaica, you know. All of the school them when Michael Manley tell you say them bill. Where they in there? Nobody never asks. Back in the time when Michael Manley come and say me bill 1,000 at school, nobody never asks where they in school are there. What Michael Manley actually did was change the names of the schools. See? And what was secondary, in change the name and turn it in a high school. And a building no school. I just change the name. So when you get that the 1,000 school, they will say bill. Where they in there? Which part they in there? Where we find them? We know a 4 school a Castro bill game. Where rest there? And nobody no ask them question there. Eh? Where do we find the schools that Michael Manley built? All of the schools, them that was secondary schools, in say, all right, we are changing name to this. And no, this is now a high school. And then put it down, say it is a new school. And that happened. And all of the building them that they use for Jamal and evening classes, then put them down, say them they are new school too. Where they in there? And the people them where a PNP then suck on the hook, line and sinker. And then you say a scam then get. And when you see them and you ask them, you say, all right, apart from the 4 school where Castro bill, give Michael Manley, name 2 school where Michael Manley bill. When you hear silence, and that we get when we ask the question. Silence. Nobody can. All of who we are run behind Michael Manley and say, Michael Manley was this great leader. No great leader no cause famine in other country. No great leader no cause them country for ration goods. See? No great leader no cause them country for run out of foreign exchange, foreign currency. No great leader no crash their economy. A poor management do there something there. But me no know. The people them we support the PNP, all the people them. Then continue to spill their rubbish and spew their rubbish to the younger one them. And some of them hang on panny. I don't know what we are going to do about it. Anisha, big up yourself. Meltina say, what I see is that name. Whatever the jail doing and then finish and they come in, they take it and say they are one that is doing it. Okay, so whatever the JLP, whatever they come in and see the JLP I do, then take it and say them do it. Me understand what I say, Meltina. So yeah, that is what they do for you. You know, because what normally happen is when the JLP come in a government, the JLP normally perform, do work, and fix things. And so much things is there to do, and so much things is there on the books to do. And you know, when we leave government, you find say, you know, we never complete all our project them. And they will then take them and say, I did for them thing. For example, the family court. Michael Manley say him bringing in family court. when you go in the hands and look, you realize that the family court was on the books from 1968. Who was in government in 1968? It was the JLP, but we never get to pass it into law. So because we never get to pass it in law, when Michael Manley came in 72, he then passed it in law and said it was his idea. See, for example, Highway 2000. If you look at Highway 2000, you see that Highway 2000 was meant to be built from the 80s. See, when you go check the record, you see it was meant to be built from the 80s. See, who was in government in the 80s? Edward Siaga. PJ would later pick that up and start one leg of hit and then say a theme idea. It is not his idea. You know, that is what the PNP is known for. Right? Them change the adult literacy to Jamal and then say, them create it. It is not them that created it. It was there before them changed the name. The lactating mothers and fruit stamp program, then change the name from that to part and say, them create part. See? That is what the PNP is synonymous for. Stealing JLP ideas. And I don't know why, because the PNP was formed before the JLP, you know. And if they were formed before the JLP, you know, they my grandfather of politics, them should have known all of these things. You know. Another one where you see them thief is the Ministry of Housing. Them changed the ministry into a trust. See? Meaning trust is something that you can put in and take out. Right? So whoever the person that is in charge of the trust can go in there and take things from it. It's just like you set up a trust for your picking in them. See? At certain point, you can then go in at the trust and recoup some of your funds from it. So ministry, the money goes into the ministry and it couldn't come back out. So what Michael Manley did, because he wanted that money to pay with, he changed the name from Housing Ministry to Housing Trust. So then whosoever him appoint as CEO, him can use that CEO and take back money out of it to do what he want to do. See? So we know all of these things. People were intelligent and know how government works, know all of these things. Separate and aside from that, the PNP have done a great disservice to our nation. You know, and billions and trillions of dollars went missing, especially in that 19 years that they were there. You know, and we can name people as well where money go missing under. But we not the time that tonight, you know, we are talking about, you know. So we're going to do a poll around my people. Do you believe that the PNP party is filled with men who are abusive to females? You know, it's a simple yes or no question, my people. We know we have a couple PNP in our chat this evening. So it's a simple yes or no. Do you believe that the PNP party is filled with men that are abusive towards female? I personally believe so. And the evidence states clearly that that is so. You know, and we can go back over and look over the time. See? So the yes have it, my people. The yes have it. Right? We have Michael Phillips, woman beater. We have Nita, man beater. We have DUJON'S, man beater. We have we have Jyland Sylvia, woman beater and murderer. We have the pastor boy from Canada, PNP pastor boy, woman beater and murderer. And we have this man I know, we are woman beater. You know, I know each our own individuals. It is a problem within the PNP. Fitzjackson beating wife, Dan beating wife, this man beating wife, Jyland Sylvia beating wife, and I'm sure there is others, you know. So the PNP has a problem with domestic violence. And we can't trust them, the people there with power, we are behaving a their way. You know, it is not right, and it is not going to set a proper example for big up yourself, Ken Rai. See, for the youths of tomorrow. And this is why for years we realize PNP sit down and they don't do nothing. I see Peter Bunting what they say. Government will pay fishermen for information and government has spent too much money on security. No, you tell me if that is somebody that is serious. You tell me if that is somebody that is serious about leadership in this country and fixing the problems that this country has. When you go get up as a spokesperson for security and you go say government will pay fishermen for information on gun and drugs and government should have pumped so much money in a security and intelligence. That makes sense? Same Peter Bunting where we see a ball for divine intervention, you know. Same Peter Bunting where Andrew Holness beg him so if he make them go off I dance them and take off a gang them off the street, you know. So it tells these people are inveigling criminality. And them shield it and shadow it. You know, and we must not allow it, my people. And say, Felina say Manley used to kill Beverly with lick. I don't hear Beverly say that in a sitting, but and I hear first somebody me hear say that Felina. Manley are licking mother too. And so me hear, I don't know if I true, cause remember say me young, you know. I never there on in a summer food no time. You know, but me hear some Manley used to lick all his mother too. You know, that is very disgusting behavior. You know, and well, I tell you, it's rough. So the me upper man gonna be his woman too. Boy, I don't know in John Black. I don't remember of hearing the story there. But it's not impossible, far-fetched. You know. The PNP is known for that kind of behavior. And whenever nobody in the PNP do nothing, nothing is done about it. Just imagine one JLP did beat. I just imagine say George Wright did beat one man who did down Westmoreland. You know the one hear how media go on. Andrew would have to run George Wright again. See? And DUJON'S beat up a man. And nothing come out of it, they don't punish him nothing. No punishment, nothing. So the PNP is inherently a criminal operation, my people. There's just no other way to say it, or no, there's no other way around it. The PNP is just a criminal operation. Them back criminality and them back the wrong things. That are just the truth. You know, people don't like to hear when me talk. They don't like me, you know. The PNP, them can't wait to hear some me dead. They tell me every day on Facebook, they can't wait for somebody kill me. Guys, we need 3 more thumbs up to get to 100 thumbs up. So, wanna give me 3 more thumbs up. By the way, my people, may I come Sunday with a hot story time phone, you know. I know I go and hear the one. You know, we go hear the one we are come Sunday. Me go on a hint. So, you know, one girl did try to force one jacket, baby. You know. I may almost take a jacket, my people. So me go come with the story Sunday. So no stay tuned for the story on the Sunday. One piece of mix up. I love when Dr. Chang said in Parliament that he will not take back him chat about blood money. I don't believe Dr. Chang should take back in chat. You know, Dr. Chang should have gone further in telling the people of Jamaica that the PNP. There's another thing when we want to dispel. No, because Dr. Chang is the security minister. And because of the portfolio we in whole. When he travels, it is not announced, my people. Nobody not announce when a security minister travel. Right? PNP used to do it, but we don't do that. It is security protocol. me see them and say Dr. Chang is wanted by the United States. Now, on pick sense what a nonsense now. How can Dr. Chang be wanted by the United States and Trump sit down over America and tell Andrew to send him come and remove him from the government? Or no make that make sense to me? See, how Dr. Chang wanted by the United States for? That is another rumor where PNP them carry on with, you know. And him say him a security minister and he can't travel. Yes, he can travel. He travel all the time. See? And government business. Also, even if he did want it, he's a minister, security minister. He has diplomatic immunity. Eh? No, so I don't do no DNA lifestyle. But I don't want them make me start tell a story right now. I don't have to wait till Sunday. Yes, man. I have to wait till Sunday. Big up in the Mary Dolly. Yeah, man, a Sunday night, I gotta tell a story, Marcia. You know, so no stay tuned for the story there. I'm gonna enjoy the story there. You know, because I know look a bit, I love it mix up, you know, so no. I love too much mix up. Yes, lifestyle, Dr. Chang now hide. Why do you went to Dr. Chang do surgery? I want to think he do it. A Jamaica? A Jamaica Dr. Chang do surgery, you don't know? Anybody know Dr. Chang do surgery? What is? Does anybody have any idea where Dr. Chang did his surgery? You don't love too much mix up. You know. I'm gonna tell you the Sunday, man. So to stay tuned. You know, call crowd Sunday night. Let me tell you now, they almost give me one jacket. A jacket pitney. You see me? That's for them business if them want like you. We like you. Well, I don't care who don't want like me, you know. Marlene. All of them when I say they don't like me, they can't stop me from chat. All of them, they run off them beak all the time. And when time they see me in Jamaica, all of them looking at my face and they pass me. Because I go to Jamaica, me all about see me, you know. You know, me not hide. See Delroy tell me say dog shit shut up. Delroy one of them too. Run off them beak, but none of them can see me and talk to me because me spit in one of them eye. You see me? Did your wife get back her phone, Dujon? No, we not get back your phone. You know, I think it is a little pitney with techie, you know. I think I want a little girl going there and techie because any adult person will know about phone, I gonna know say you can't steal an iPhone because you can't go use it. You know? Tanya, I hear a child laugh out loud. You do DNA. No, something I don't know DNA, but I don't for me, man. Greetings, John. You can't please all the people all the time. Exactly. You know. Body, spirit, soul equal one person. As you can see, you are a trinity too. Of course. You know. Take one dog shit for know. The next one. Them feisty. You know, so I soon tap all follow PNP Beverly, because PNP that of a hot here, you know. You know, I don't know half about that hot here, because enough time when time me ask one simple question, one simple or no question, not even that PNP can answer. Yes or no, and not even that then can answer. So I so start waste my time upon them. You know, good night, Ed Mary. Big up yourself. Jacqueline said, Dujon, you hear say other prisoner shit Leo the Bradshaw I plead guilty for it she get 15 months. Me not hear nothing like that. Me know yes, she plead no guilty. And he could possibly get 15 months when government investigate and actually find say she linked to the crime scene and go to prison already. But me not understand why hold up fair case if 2 men get murder already and gone to prison. So why hold up fair case? How what happen? Dujan, so what is the shocking saying now? Is the phone still in the same area? Shanice give up on the phone lifestyle. Shanice if you left it, I'm gonna buy Shanice one new phone. So Shanice if you left it. When me reach down there, I go chucky. Anyway, then I go for. You know. My people. I love no leaving you know. Me soon in the morning. Never come on this morning because I did tired, but when I go see me tomorrow morning. See? So big up all 212 persons who is here. Big up all 116 persons that gave me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. See? And I will soon in the morning. Right? Big up on yourself. Much love. Surely right.